2023 May CSEC Mathematics Paper 2. We have question 1 here. This is a fractions question. So, we see how it goes. Now, I'm going to go over to the screen and see what's going on. Here, what we have is 5/6 plus 2/3 minus 12 out of 35 by 7/9. Alright. Now remember, you can work out this part, but you cannot add what you get or subtract 12 over 35 from what you get. Alright? Because the 12 over 35 is multiplied by something else. So, you know the order of operation. And I have another video where I explain the order of operation in some amount of details. Alright? If you need to see that particular video, just let me know, or I might make yet another video explaining this order of operation thing. So, you have 5/6 plus 2/3. I'm going to use the common denominator method. Let us multiply the 3 by something to make it 6, because what we want is 5/6 plus something else over 6. Alright? 5/6 plus something 6. So here we have 3 times 2. 3 by 2 will give you the 6. But if you multiply down here by 6, you must multiply by 2. You must also multiply up there by 2. Alright? So you see that? So 2 2s, 4. So we have 4 up here. Now remember what this means really is 5 of 1/6 plus 4 of 1/6. 5 of anything plus 4 more of them gives you 9 of them. So it's 9 of 1/6. Alright? Now explaining that in a little more detail. And remember, this is not just about doing the question. I want to explain some detail around the particular question. So this is 5 by 1/6. That's what it means. Plus. This is 4 by 1/6. So it's like saying 5 apples plus 4 apples give you 9 apples. 9 by 1/6. And 9 by 1/6 is the same as 9 over 6. You see that? But 9/6, you can further explain that. 9 is 3 multiplied by 3, and 6 is 3 multiplied by 2. So this now is 3/3 times 3 out of 2, but 3/3 is equal to 1. 3 over 2 is the answer, which you can write as 1.5 as a mixed fraction. Alright? So, we have that part there. Here, for part B, we want to do this correct to 3 decimal places. Let's copy this and put it over here. Now, we're going to use our calculator for this one and write it to 3 decimal places. Let me rewrite what this question says. You're going to find the square root of 1 minus the cosine of 37, and that will be squared. All right? Now, when you do that, you're going to find the cosine of 37 first. And remember, your calculator must be in degree mode because it's 37 degrees. So what is the cosine of 37? Now, we're asked to write to at least 3 decimal places. So let's work with more than 3 decimal places. Then when we're done, we can round down to 3 decimal places. If we work with 4 decimal places here, we have 0.7986. So what we have, 0.7986 we're working with, is 1 minus 0.7986 squared. All right? So now, what is this equal to? We get back to our calculator. Here, 1 minus the 0.7986 is equal to, that's 0.2014, 0.2014. So we're going to have the square root of 0.2014 squared, and we see what that will be. Back to our calculator. We square this. And we get 0.0405. The square root of 0.0405. That is going to be the last part. Now remember, just as with other questions, you write down every step, show all working. Don't just write down the answer, you will lose marks for that. We find the square root and we get 0.201364449, but we must write it to 3 decimal places. Now remember, the number of decimal places is going to be the number of digits to the right of the decimal point. So what we're going to have is 0.201. So 0.201. Remember now, what we have is first decimal place, second decimal place, third decimal place, and we write to 3 decimal places. So that is that. Then we're asked to write this in standard form. Let us write that in standard form. We copy it. We're going to put it down over here. You have to remember now, when you write a number like this in standard form, you're going to write the first non-zero digit, which is 5, the point, and the other digits Now, you always going to write as 0 by 10 raised to a power. Consider you have 0.00527. What must you multiply 0.5? What must you multiply 5.27 by to get 0.0527? Well, if you do have the 5.27, what you could imagine is moving the decimal places. Alright? You must move it 1, 2, 3 places. So you have 2 zeros before the 5. So the point was here, you move it 1, 2, 3 places. So moving 3 places back is like dividing by 1,000. Alright? So if you get this divided by 1,000, is like saying 5.27 over 1,000. But when you divide by 1,000, it's the same as multiplying by, well, what you have to do is say 5.27 times 10 to the power of negative. Is going to be a negative because you have to move the point to the left. Alright? And how many places? How many zeros do we have in 1,000? It's 3, so it's to the negative 3. So you see that? So 5.27 by 10 to the negative 3 is what you're going to have here as your answer. This is in standard form using scientific notation. Alright? So any questions, comments, and so on, put it in the comment section. We're going to leave part C for a different video. In the meantime, I'm going to invite you to download the paper and work out part C.